Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, today it's gonna be my first time trying to motovlog with the new camera. It's been a little bit of a challenge so far. The battery situation I talked about the other day, and now this one I did order the microphone adapter for it for the helmet, and then I bought a new microphone. So I tried the original microphone I had, but apparently it looks like it only has a 2.5 millimeter jack versus the 3.5 millimeter jack as the last camera had for the adapter. So I was like, alright, fine. Well, I ordered the new microphone, and the microphone is like directional specific, even though it's a USB-C. So I tried using the adapter, and either direction the camera doesn't register the microphone in it. So I just took the adapter off, and now I'm just, unfortunately, the battery panel or the memory card and charging port are now open, because this is now plugged in directly into that port. So hopefully it works. We will see. It's just kind of a testing run this time, and I'm doing my normal errands as always, but hopefully the sound comes through and all this kind of argument of this is going to be worth it. If not, I might just have to go back to using my other camera and for the motovlog part, and use this one as a sole I can't think now. My tripod, set up on a tripod only, which would be ironic because, you know, I bought this camera specifically to switch out and give an upgrade, and so to have all the new features and the higher specs and all this stuff, and it's just been nothing but problems so far. The original camera that I got for Insta360, like, just plug and play. I mean, just had to get the memory card for it, and I used a microphone off my Xbox headset with an extension on it. Worked just fine. That's what I've been using for this whole time. And now this one has just been like, oh, it's similar but completely different. So I mean, even the charging port's on the other side of the camera, so now my microphone cable goes around a different way, and I'm just whining right now apparently. So, but let's see if it works. Hopefully it does, and all this bitching is just me complaining too soon. And I'm testing this on my old helmet, so, you know, if it all works out, then I would rerun everything as a dedicated to a new helmet. I'm just still trying to figure out what helmet I like on that part. So, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I really shouldn't complain about other things. I mean, it's a beautiful clear day right now. Not even a cloud in the sky, basically. And it's like in the 60s, it's going to be 70s, I think, all week. So for weather, this is the season for motorcyclists in Arizona. Well, at least Phoenix. Northern Arizona might not be that same answer. But yeah, a couple heated things here and there just to kind of knock the chill off when it is getting that frozen temperature time locations. But other than that, you know, it's a beautiful time to ride. So I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope any weather situations have not been too extreme for you. It has been actually peaceful. Just always seems to be a project to take care of, right? I also kind of feel like I I literally just took the two cameras and swapped out their mounting points, and it's like I feel like this one's mounted in a different spot, so I will have to check on that also in the camera section, see if it's not set up the same. But you guys tell me what you think of it after this ride is over and video comes up, as long as the video does come up. And tell me what you think about the audio clarity and the visual clarity of this device. Let's see how it all works out, because man, this thing's been stubborn. I find it interesting, even hooking it to the computer, where like the original one would just see it instantly go on. I download all my videos directly from the camera to my PC, and if it doesn't trigger the USB-C on the camera, it won't register on the computer. So it's just so interesting how it's my whole thing. Like, yeah, it's too much technology, and just things let's just make it simple, people. Everything else going on, the bike's been doing really well. Still been shopping for a project bike around the house. Problem is, like, trying to go, I want something that's not a salvage title, that I can, you know, once I do work on it, I can register, you know, write it safely and not have problems registering it. The only issue I'm having is that's like, I'm either finding things that are totally done up or have a salvage title. And it's like, well, I kind of want to work on it, but I don't want it to be so worked on that it's destroyed ahead of time. So that's been a search. And the search continues as always. My timing and lights has never been good. I think I got a fishing gear in this thing. Talk about a distraction. Thinking about one thing, and this guy goes by on a bike, and then of course I have to be curious of what the hell. Definitely got his cardo going, or headset, whatever it might be. Oh well, here's my stop. New bike. A BMW. Nice. Anyway, distraction over. Time to hit the store. Pick up a couple things that are small I can fit in this bike. And then continue with the ride. Alright, be back shortly. Well, it only took me 2 stores, but got what I was looking for. Now to make it back home safely. Had an interesting conversation with someone as I pulled up at the first store. I guess he has a Tiger, the Rocket 3, and a BMW. Oh, I forgot what his other bike was. Oh, the R18, so the Cruiser. So it was interesting talking to him about those things. It was just like, it's like, you kind of got a similar design as I do about riding, it sounds like. But he was curious about how this thing handles and my opinions of it. And I was like, well, you know, with anything, there's always pros and cons. So, and I go for the price point of what it was and the features I was looking for. And couldn't beat it, so. Anyway, now to continue with this route. Just realized I didn't make myself breakfast. How unfortunate for me. Guess that'll be my next thing after I get home after this errand. But yeah, we'll see how everything goes with also the video editing of this after this is done. See what the sound is like, the image quality, and all those things that go along with it. If I need to change any settings on the actual camera. See if it even recorded everything. Might be step 1. Did it record? So. But yeah, we're gonna see how this camera's microphone audio does, and continue on with. I think after this video, we'll decide whether or not I continue with this thing and keep trying to mess with it, or if I decide to just delegate this as my tripod camera for all my side footage and with camping and whatnot. Which is something else I still need to work on too, because I was actually still need to analyze what tent I want, because the one I have is a great little tent, but yeah, I'm a little big to kind of change while lying down kind of stuff, so I want something I can stand up more in. Might not be the best for motorcycle camping, but at least when I go off-road itself, it'll be more comfortable for me to stay in, which would be the more important part for me. Oh, what a beautiful day it is today. Kind of feel like my camera angle isn't quite right. Something else I'll have to check while I'm doing my edits. I mean, I guess the one nice feature of this camera is that it has that quick release magnetic / clip on it. So once I get all the tweaks all set up, I can just clip it on and off without having to. I mean, the other one I just did the disconnect on the thing, but I left the harness part on the camera at all times. With this one, I could just disconnect the 2 points and it should theoretically still be in its same position when I'm done. So hopefully this all works out, and I'll be able to continue creating videos for you, and hopefully a better resolution and hopefully a better audio quality. Every once in a while I hate it when I start hearing clicking sounds, where I feel like the microphone is having complications. And that's one concern I have with this, is that, like, am I gonna have, you know, a limited selection of microphones to link to it because of that? I mean, I guess I could do a converter to that 2.5 millimeter jack versus the 3.5, but I find it interesting that I'd have to do that. Well, I'll continue on, see what I found comes up. But if you guys have any suggestions on what would be a better setup on this, please let me know. You know, everyone's got their own opinion, designs, and I was gonna do this. Camera's supposed to be able to do the Bluetooth to the Cardo headset and the Senna headset, and I was gonna do that to it, but then I realized that when I synced it to my Cardo, the problem I had, it then overrode my phone's link to the Cardo. So on a future day when I went without the camera, I couldn't get my headset to connect, and it was having a hard time. So I didn't want to have to keep reconnecting my Cardo every time I try to go back and forth between the two devices. I was kind of hoping it had, like, the Cardo would have a phone feature where it would just, you know, communicate between the two and use the phone as an intermediary, but there might be something like that. I just didn't come across anything like that yet. So right now it's going to be wired mics for me, I guess. It has a little bit more hardware to my helmet, but yeah, it is what it is. Go, somebody. Oh, the joys of four-way stops. So today's ride was, I had to run errand, but it gave me an opportunity to try out the new camera, see how the things work, and enjoy this beautiful morning we have. And so many people right now, unfortunately, are in weather that don't have the opportunity to ride, so I really should not complain about this. Now it's 120 degrees outside and I'm still trying to ride. I will complain then. Otherwise, I just need to sit there and... What the hell was that little truck? But I just need to, go out and do more. Also, I want to get like a Four Seasons tent so I can actually maybe do more winter. I mean, I'll take the car out there, but get some winter camping going on. Get out of town for a day. With that, I'm getting back to my destination, so you guys have a good day, be safe, and have fun. Till next time.